Hiya, my name's David. I'm the Wandering Ponderer. Well, I'm back down the river, down Point Well Mill. I want to continue on from the previous video to educate you. So, this is David's Botany 101.2 or 102. David's Botany 102. Now, I'm no expert. I have trouble identifying trees. I have trouble identifying myself in the mirror when I when I shave. But there's enough information out there to alert you to the dangers of some of these plants, especially in the summer. Especially as now we've been given a little bit more freedom to go out into the wide world. But what I need to do today is alert you to something that is prevalent in the waterways. And that is, as you can see here, the dangers of these things. I'm talking about water hemlock. I've got a piece of paper here that tells me it's a Latin name. Water dropwort, it's called. Dropwort. And I won't even attempt to pronounce the Oenanthe crocata. Crocata. It originated in Sardinia. Apparently, that's its native place. Water hemlock is the most deadly and toxic plant that we have currently in this country. And I say deadly, you know the words sardonic grin. Some people say that the origins of that phrase comes from the effect that water hemlock has on a person when they die. They die with a grin on their face. But there's another predator, plant predator. I call it a predator because it can seriously harm you, which is giant hogweed. That is another non-native plant to this country, and it's very similar, with the exception that it grows very tall, very tall. and when we find one I'll show you. Without even looking at the flowers, just the fact that this is growing right near the water, they tend to like actually growing right the way down into the water. Water hemlock has roots that look a bit like carrots in a sense, not the same colour, white. They're called dead man's fingers for a reason. The roots are highly poisonous. The roots are highly poisonous. It's been known that when rivers and streams get low during the dry weather, that the roots can be uncovered, and dogs see these sausage-like things lying in the water, grab one, run off, just like a stick, and within a few, 10 minutes, half an hour, the dog starts to have fits because the plant contains very toxic chemicals, the roots, and that dog can die. Depends how much it's ingested. It's not worth even going near these plants, especially as there's so many of them, look so alike, and you can't be 100% sure what you're dealing with. The giant hogweed, just like the hemlock, apart from being huge, has purple splotches on the stems. But unlike the hemlock, it grows massive, I mean taller than a man. It has hairy stems. Again, I reiterate, if you see purple splotches on the stems, like blood splatters, whatever version of plant that is, it is very harmful. I'll show you a giant hogweed when I find one, but there's a lot of suspicious plants here. The water hemlock doesn't have any purple splotches on it at all. The water hemlock grows in water. The water hemlock is the most deadly plant. The water hemlock is not warning you with its colouring. The only person here that's warning you is me. These plants are dangerous, very dangerous. So what is it about giant hogweed? Giant hogweed is a plant that if you get the sap on your skin, it will burn you. It will burn you in a couple of minutes. You will go get blisters, and if you run through a patch of it, perhaps in shorts or something like that, it will burn your legs. And not only that, when the blistering has died down, the chemical takes away the ability of your skin in that area to resist the effects of sunlight. So you become sensitive to sunlight. You become super sensitive to sunlight, a bit like a vampire. And you'll start going red and blistering up again. Believe you me, it is a very, very harmful plant. And they're trying to eradicate it in this country because it shouldn't be here. But it is. And it's spreading. And when I find an example, hopefully they've chopped most of them down. But part of me wants to find an example and another part of me doesn't, because I don't really want anybody to even go near it. If I can't find it, I'll put a photograph up. I'll put links down below to videos where you can actually get a good idea of what this plant is. But also, I will cover some others in the links as well. Well, I didn't find any, did I? No giant hogweed that I've seen so far. But plenty of suspected water hemlock. So just be aware. With your newfound freedom, the jailers open the doors, but there are dangers out there. Not just the virus. You need to stay safe. Well, we're back at Pointwell, and it's time for me to sign off. Well, that was David's Botany 102. Hemlock, water hemlock, and the giant hogweed, which we didn't find. We found the water hemlock, but not the giant hogweed. But that's a good thing, that we didn't find the giant hogweed. Anyway, if you like this video, please subscribe if you haven't on YouTube. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And hopefully I will see you in the next video, which should be in a few days from now. I think it's Saturday. Not too sure what's going to happen between now and then, but whatever, have a good time, and please, please, please stay safe.